Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. So, I am going to be sharing with you guys a mini workshop that I expect you guys to put together. I'm gonna walk you through the steps. And then the idea is that you not only use this for release planning, but that you also use it for anything that comes up that requires a change in process, a change in commitment, anything that impacts the team. This is a tool to use to make sure that everyone understands not only the vision, but that they participate in creating that vision, because it is always most likely for people to commit to doing something when they are part of the solution. Okay? So with that said, let me start out by step one. The first thing is a decision might have already been made, or you're trying to make a decision about a specific topic. In this case, we were talking about releasing, right? Releasing, planning, release planning, and also the whole sprint cycle. So a decision might have already been made, and that's okay if that's the case, but you should still bring people and explain to them the reasons behind the decision, okay? And that what is in it for me is always important. So let's say right now we have not made a decision on how we're gonna move forward. We're kind of like brainstorming, understanding this thing about Scrum and Agile and roles, and we want to keep this agile. We don't want too much bureaucracy. We want to make sure everyone participates, but we don't want it to be overwhelming. We don't want it to take up a whole bunch of our time, because then it wouldn't make sense. But then, like you guys were mentioning, what is time? How much time are we spending now versus how much time we plan, or in our vision we think we're gonna be gaining by putting in place some of these steps within the current process. Okay, so what you do is, the first step would be not also to communicate a vision, right? But you want to collect the reasons why people think that whatever you're presenting might work or might not work. So step one, make sure you have a whiteboard. Make sure you have some kind of tool where people can come together and collectively present their ideas. Make sure to capture it, okay? So what are the reasons why we think this is going to work or not work? Concerns, whatever. Then follow up by, why does this matter? And when I say why this matters, I mean people have provided a whole bunch of reasons. Then go back to those reasons and ask, why does this matter? Some things that may come up in the conversation might not be really relevant, might not matter at this time, might matter in the future, but not right now. Okay? So identify what really matters in the conversation to accomplish the vision, that picture that you guys painted. Okay? So with that said, make sure that people understand what you're fighting for. When I say you, I mean all of you collectively. What is it that we're fighting for? Okay, why do this? Because the vision, immediate vision, 2-3 months down the line vision, a year from now vision is XYZ. Okay, so now around those things that matter, What are the assumptions that we're making? We're gonna make some assumptions. This is gonna work because. This is not going to work because. This is how you start funneling what's important versus what's not important, and having those important discussions. So again, you're looking for alignment, you're looking for commitment. Not everyone's gonna be on board, and that is okay. After you've done all of that, now everyone had a chance to express their feelings, their concerns, their gratitude, their happiness, their whatever it is they're feeling, their ideas. Now it is time for what? It is time to decide on what are the next steps. We might have this great vision, and but we can only do so much, because you also need to consider the impact, the immediate impact of the team, and for the goals. Is it too much to implement all at once? Okay, so then practice your agile mentality. What to do, what's most important, okay? What not to do right now. Agree on it. Make sure you have someone debrief on the commitment that was made. And I'm going to tell you something also. Do not overplan. Do not plan too much into the future, because the idea is to start something, evaluate it, and then what? Adapt it to our reality. And our reality could be changing anytime. But you also need to give it time. What happens? So somebody's going to come in this meeting that we're talking about, this mini workshop that you guys are creating, and they're going to debrief. You want somebody other than yourself, the one bringing the vision and painting the picture, to debrief on the what, who, why, and how are the next steps, because you want to make sure that the message did get across and everyone is clear on the expectations and how we're going to move forward as a team. Okay? Responsibilities, accountability, all of that. So, in that space of debriefing, make sure that you cover the following questions, okay? What is the goal? So you should have already presented this. What is the goal we're chasing? What are we after? Why are we doing this work? Okay? Who it benefits? Why it benefits them? Okay? Why it benefits us? What outcome are we after? And how are we going to measure progress? Are we moving closer to the goal or further away from the goal? So, how are we going to do that? That should be part of your conversation. Okay, so you can use this, like I said, not only for what you're working on right now, but for any future process. And it's an effective way to get the information you need to get everyone on board, or to get everyone at least knowing what we're chasing. Make sure that everyone knows the why, they're part of the solution, and everything else I already said. So I'm not going to go into it. So there you go. I am looking forward to this mini workshop you guys are going to be running. And who's going to facilitate it? Is it going to be a combo thing where like one of somebody's going to facilitate it and somebody else is going to help the facilitator? How are we going to capture it? How are we going to follow up on it? I think it's really exciting for you guys. I'm going to be here to support you along the way. If you need to put it together, if you think you need my help, I'll be more than happy to do it. However, I'm really looking forward for you guys to have this opportunity to do this on your own I'll just be an spectator and I'll provide observations. So team, you got this.